Hello listener, welcome to the Creepypasta channel. In today's story, The Woman on the Bridge. This story happened to my uncle and aunt, and as they are people who would never lie about this, I believe it is very true. They live a little far from the city, on a farm that belongs to my grandfather, actually 30 minutes from the city, and the road to get there is not as great as you can imagine. No lighting, full of holes, and sometimes a farm or another until you reach the farm. The whole path is pasture on both sides of the road, and we rarely see people walking on the shoulder, usually on horseback or by bike. My uncle was raised on the farm and still lives there to help my grandfather take care of everything. He is not the type to be afraid of things. Sometimes he needs to go to the pasture or fix something at the water mine at night, and he goes, many times without a flashlight, wearing sandals, without worrying too much about any animal, or even without worrying about snakes or toads or other things. One night they were in town and the weather started to close in, so they decided to leave before the rain, because as I said, the road is horrible and the wind was very strong. At a certain point on the road, there is a speed bump, a small bridge, and then a sharp curve, so you have to slow down to cross the bridge. When my uncle was approaching the speed bump, the truck's headlight illuminated the bridge and he saw a girl with straight black hair, heavy makeup, red lipstick, and a light-colored dress that looked more like a shroud passing by the side of the bridge, towards the passenger side of the car. The wind was very strong and he said that neither her clothes nor her hair were moving. The rumors he had heard were that a woman with very pale skin and dressed in a dress walked at night on those roads. She usually hitchhiked from drivers. The problem is that whoever accepted would have to leave her where she wanted, hell, and the only way to get there was by dying. Inevitably, they all ended up having the same fate, being involved in some kind of accident. As he got closer, he could see that the mysterious woman also had surreal white skin. He was terrified because he had slowed down the car and was passing by the side of that figure that he didn't know if it was real or imagination. To not scare my aunt, he swallowed hard and said nothing, just watched in the rearview mirror as he drove over the bridge to the curve. The girl stood still looking back until he made the turn and didn't see her anymore. When they reached the farm, my aunt noticed that he was uncomfortable and asked him if he had also seen that woman on the bridge. She said that she didn't want to say anything to him to not scare him, but as he was very strange the rest of the way, she concluded that he had also seen it. It wasn't imagination because both of them saw exactly the same thing. My uncle, they are not sure what saved him. My aunt likes to think that it might have been because the truck only had 2 seats and there would be no way to give her a ride. My uncle thinks it might just have been a lucky day for them. Since then, my uncle's courage has been shaken. Only on rare occasions does he leave the house at night on rainy days. Thank you very much for your listening presence. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. See you soon, if fate allows.